Hey guys, in this video we are going to cover the best placement for tattoos. One of the first things we need to consider when choosing the placement of a tattoo is the size and the design of the tattoo. If it's going to be a smaller tattoo, we can really fit it anywhere, but a lot of tattoo artists look at each body part as a important piece of real estate. That's a lot of terms. That's a term that a lot of artists use. So typically, the better real estate spots would be anything like a full sleeve on your arm or on your leg or a back piece or a chest piece. So typically, you don't want to put a super small design just randomly thrown out that could take up uh, valuable space if you plan on future tattoos. You can still place them in certain spots, but you want to be strategic about where you place the specific tattoo and, again, the size. I would recommend for some smaller tattoos to be put on the front of your forearm, so the inside of your forearm, or around your wrist. You can also place smaller tattoos on your leg, like part of your calf or your ankle. Some people also get little neck tattoos. So those are some good areas that I would recommend putting a small tattoo. For a bigger tattoo, of course, you can do a quarter sleeve, you can do a half sleeve, you can do a full sleeve, you can do the inside of your forearm as a half sleeve. There's so many different options. It depends a lot on what you want to get, where you want to get it, and also it's important to take in the perspective of your artist and where they might suggest would be a good area to place your tattoo that you want. It's important to know when deciding a place to have your first tattoo or your second tattoo to pay attention to where your skin feels very sensitive. For me, for example, like right here would be super sensitive to get a tattoo, or closer to the armpit, or on the shoulder bone or wrist bone. I've heard those are really painful spots. The bonier the spot, or the more sensitive your skin is in a certain area, the tattoo will hurt that much more. Where the more muscly parts, so like the top of your forearm or underneath, or the outside of your bicep, your upper calf, those places I've heard are not nearly as painful as somewhere like your ankle or your forehead, or uh, right next to your armpit, like I mentioned earlier. Um, so that's just something to pay attention to, is the placement in those areas will hurt that much more. The next part that everyone needs to consider when deciding where to get a tattoo is what type of work you do. What's your career? What's your work environment like? Tattoos are becoming more common, and job sites are becoming more accepting when it comes to tattoos, but there are specific jobs or different companies that might reject you or might not allow you to show your tattoos. So that is something to contemplate, that certain doors will be closed and certain doors will be opened with job or career opportunities. With my tattoo being on my, like right below my calf, going down right above my ankle, it is a really sensitive skin area for me, as well as getting closer to that ankle. The bonier area was very, very sensitive and painful. So I would recommend not doing the ankle per se, unless you have a really small one. I would probably recommend doing something like your forearm. Anywhere on your forearm would be pretty good, or your outside of your bicep, or your upper calf. Those will be the most pain-free areas compared to a bony or very sensitive skin area like mentioned before. And that concludes this video on where you should get a placement of your first tattoo or your second tattoo. leave any questions or comments down in the comment section below. Please leave a like, it helps out a lot. Feel free to subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll catch you in the next video.